Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and this is Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. And this is for Pentecost Sunday, which is the 24th of May, and we are looking at both the Pentecost story, and then also for the Revised Common Lectionary, we're looking at the Gospel text, which is out of John, which I'm sending you an advocate, I'm sending you a helper. You can do all the puns on the Greek that you want. The paraclete, or parakeets, or paracletes, all that. Anyway, but I'm sending you a helper. Now, what I'm doing for the children's sermon, and you can use this for the Revised Llama. Yes, that's good. Another cup of coffee is in my future. I can see it. The Revised Common Lectionary or the Narrative Lectionary, you can use this for either one. And I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw this and it was just like, yes. And it's kind of quirky, but I love the idea. And I am going to use fairy wings. Yes, fairy wings to represent the Holy Spirit. And I am going either making a few more, or they're $1, so I might get 5 or 6 of these. And the idea is that each of the kids get to have these fairy wings, but one kid is going to start off with put the fairy wings on, have the fairy wings, and it's going to be like a very tame version of tag. I don't know if there is such a thing, but the idea that that this spirit, which will be represented by the butterfly fairy wings, and the person there comes and tags the person, and they get their pair of fairy wings and things like that. But the idea that we are sent when God, when we are gifted with the Spirit, which is when God claims us in the waters of baptism, or when God claims us and says, "I love you," when we recognize the gifts that we have, are gifts given to us by God. You just can't help it. I mean, when you start using the things and the Spirit comes in, it's like the chaos of the story. But when I saw this, there's just something about this that is, it's got fun attached to it, and it's got, I think the kids are going to remember it. Maybe everybody in there. It might go down as the children's sermon that's talked in history. I don't know. Anyway, but that's what I'm using, is the fairy wings. And you could either make make a little set out of them, or you could have one person with the fairy wings and have butterfly stickers where the other people get. But this is the thing. If you're gonna use the fairy wings and you're gonna give one kid the fairy wings, please, if you find them at the Dollar Tree, spend the $10 and get more than one set, so that that boys and girls alike can have them. Because yeah. Anyway, or it is a cute and a disturbing and quirky idea that if you only just go with one, you wear the wings and playing the part of the Spirit, but when they're tagged, they also get to be part of the Spirit, and they can maybe chicken wings or something like that. Anyway, that's where I'm going with it. I hope it's a springboard. It's probably going to be the silliest, one of the silliest, right up there with the snake can, with God's practical joke on death, last year's Easter. So anyway, this one I like. I'm looking down here because that's where I put the wings, just so you know. All right, thanks for stopping by. Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed, as we have reached Pentecost Sunday, and we bask in the Spirit. So, all right, thanks for stopping by. Have a blessed week.